The money from that bill could help local school districts make safety improvements. Some districts are being forced to choose between teaching children and keeping them safe. WSBT 22's Cassidy Williams is here. And Cassidy, you've been looking into how schools are juggling all of this.
Jennifer, it was exactly 3 months ago today that 17 students went to school in Parkland, Florida, and never came home. The shooting sparked a national conversation about keeping students safe. Here at home, districts are spending millions to prevent another shooting. Balance. It's something Mishawaka High School senior Hannah Scott works at every day, both balancing on pointe shoes and balancing a busy schedule.
I've been involved in the National Honor Society, the National Art Honor Society. I was a member on the swim and dive team, and I've been a part of Flint's dance studio since like 4th grade.
Also on her plate is worrying about being safe at school.
There's been a lot of fights recently just at school, and like just having to be at school, sometimes it's not always the safest place, like feeling wise.
Did you hear that there was a huge fight back there?
It's Bruce Valtinsky's job to make Hannah feel safe. He's the high school's resource officer. He monitors the hallways and helps administrators go through security footage.
She's getting pretty excited about something.
And ever since the Parkland shooting, Valtinsky says he's also investigating more school threats. Most not real, but all taken seriously.
A lot of the kids, they just don't know how to deal with it. When they start hearing about these incidents that happen in other cities and states, and then one way of kind of dealing with that is maybe making an off-the-cuff comment or a joke or posting something.
School City of Mishawaka has one officer devoted to the elementary schools, one for the middle school, and one for the high school. All three cost money. The school splits 2 of the officers' salaries with the Mishawaka Police Department. The third, the school pays for completely. It's money Superintendent Dean Spiker never thought he would have to spend when he started his career decades ago.
It was a different era. It was a different time. We were more worried at that time about kids chewing gum than we were about weapons coming into the school.
Mishawaka has been spending a lot of money on school safety recently. The school has already spent more than $3 million on upgrades thanks to a referendum passed in 2016. The most expensive upgrade being how you get into the building. To get into Mishawaka High School, you have to go to the main entrance and ring a doorbell.
How may I help you?
But that only gets you through the first set of doors. Then you have to give your state ID to the Welcome Center assistant. If when she swipes it, there are no red flags on your name and you have a reason to be in the building, then you'll be given a visitor's pass.
You have your ID?
Spiker says the district would not have been able to afford those upgrades without the referendum. Finding ways to pay for school safety is not just a Mishawaka issue.
Make sure you guys have your IDs on, okay?
The budgets are really strapped.
It's really hard to keep up with our budgets.
At a school forum in Berrien County, administrators shared the same concerns.
Our budgets are really tight, and again, we want to get our money into the classroom, but we understand the importance of safety as well.
And they're right on the doorstep of Hawaii.
Without referendums or grants, school safety measures have to be paid for with the same fund used in the classroom, meaning learning is often now competing with safety for limited dollars.
It has caused school systems to change their priorities. And so any time that we're spending money on school resource officers or on hall monitors, that's money that we can't spend on direct instruction that impacts student learning.
Balancing a budget is one thing Hannah Scott doesn't often think about. She just wishes for a school day without fear.
I don't like seeing that change, like how it's evolved into something negative, because going to school, you want to have that fun time, while still learning, but you still want to be able to balance, having fun with friends and feeling safe in the hallway, but also just having like a regular social experience.
During last Tuesday's primary, multiple school districts in our area had referendums on the ballot. One to help the Goshen School District pay for upgrades passed. A bond in Lakeshore failed for the second time. The superintendent told me that without the referendum, upgrades will have to be done slowly instead of all at once.